TV shows canceled or ended. You know, as a kid myself, Nickelodeon TV shows has been the greatest thing that I happen to see. And I have to say, I did happen to enjoy the TV shows that was from Nickelodeon. And even though it has some of the hilarious shows, it was even much funny and even creation. But whatever happened to those TV shows? Why isn't Nickelodeon filming them anymore? Well, we're gonna take a look at these top 5 Nickelodeon TV shows that was canceled or ended. Okay. But before we start, I might want to remind you that these new TV shows like Game Shakers, Henry Danger, The Thundermans, and Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Don will not be on this list since these are still available of 2014. But I'll say that half of these shows already ended from 2013 to 18, but it will not be on this list since I'll be explaining about TV shows that was already ended from the early 2000s by 2013 or 12. Also, the cartoon shows that was also Nickelodeon will also not be on this list since these are only TV shows only. So, the TV shows is not going to be on this list. So, grab some popcorn, take a seat, relax, enjoy yourself, and let's see what Nickelodeon canceled. The first one I'll be explaining is Drake and Josh. Now, first of all, I did happen to see this as kids, and even though it was a hilarious show, I gotta say, Drake and Josh was the greatest part. Even as Drake being a pop star and Josh being completely silly. And I have to say, it was really, really hilarious. Now, I gotta say, even though that Drake and Josh did happen to make history over the years, it was really much funny and even more creative. And also getting caught by their little sister who always pull pranks, Megan. And I have to admit, they had some of these. There was a lot of these pranks that was pulled from her. And even though that Megan did happen to change his life, change over the years, it was still even more possible when she changed with different forms. Right now, Drake and Josh had opened their series in 2004, and it finished in 2007. But as a kid myself, I did happen to see this as kids, and it was pretty funny. And for the record, I gotta say, Drake and Josh did happen to make their success in Nickelodeon history. The next one I'll be explaining is Zoey 101. Now, this is a story about this girl named Zoey, who is also a teenage girl who is heading off to college, which is PCA. I think that happens to be like a place where they go to college, but I think that might be grade 1. So, it was about a story about, after all the stories about college, and how I survive, and how to do some great items in college, and how to make life success in college. And I gotta say, I didn't actually see this as kids, but I did remember the title that it came from. So for the record, it was the original part. And even though that that I didn't see this, but the title, it was still the greatest thing that I might remember seeing. And probably it was even more accurate. And Zoey 101 has started in 2005, and the show ended in 2008. And I gotta say, though, it was an amazing part. The next one I'll be explaining is iCarly. And this is going to be like a show about Carly Shay and Sam Puckett and Freddie Benson. And it was pretty much awesome at the time. This is all the shows about a girl named Carly Shay who wants to start a very own web show called iCarly. And I have to admit, I did happen to see this as kids, and it was still pretty amazing too. And even though it was really fun to see this show, it was pretty amazing. Even though Carly did happen to make success in their web show history, it was really much fun and pretty awesome as well. Right now, iCarly has started in 2007, which is the original part, and the last show had finished in 2012 with their final show called iGoodbye. Now, for the record, I did happen to see this as kids, and it was the greatest part that happened. To me, I could probably say that I did happen to enjoy the show with show of iCarly, even though this kind of helps out about how to do a web show and how to stay focused. And I have to say, it was really awesome, and it was pretty amazing as well. I don't know if Freddie still likes Carly, but I have to say, it was amazing. The next one is going to be Victorious. Now, this is going to be this one, this story. This is a story about a girl named Toy Vega who was on her way to Hollywood Arts to start the career. And I gotta say, it was one of the shows that kind of helped out. I think this is about the one about Toy Vega who's in the Hollywood Arts that has the words about how to do is create, acting, making, all of it, plays, all that kind that, you know, they do like in each school year. And I gotta say, it was still really amazing so far. Victorious has started in 2010 and it ended in 2013. And I gotta say, it was really amazing and lots of fun. But for the reminder, it was still pretty amazing and it was really cool. And number one, the final show that canceled in Nickelodeon history is Salmon Cats. Now, first of all, I might not haven't seen this thing as kids, but I need to remind you that Salmon Cat did happen to hit a huge record in their first season, which was really amazing. This is a story about Sam Puckett and Cat Valentine, who are also starting their own babysitting service. And I gotta say, it was pretty much more amazing when it looks to really matter. Now, I gotta say, it was really fun to see this one, and I gotta admit, even though it has some of the greatest content, it was still amazing. I mean, hey, look, there's Sam Puckett all the way from iCarly, right here where my cursor's circling at, and it was still amazing to see all that kind. Really awesome on that was, you know what I mean. First of all, they only finished one season, and it was only the original part that happened. Have fun and enjoy it. And the show is about babysitting and each part of it. The show have started in 2013 and it ended in 2014. And I have to say, it was still pretty amazing for the point of view. I can probably imagine that I did happen to remember seeing this, and I didn't see all of it, but just some of it. And it was still pretty much awesome for all that kind and everything else about that. So, those are your top 5 Nickelodeon shows that was ended or canceled. And I gotta say, even though it was really cool to explain it, it was still really amazing. So, if you want to see half of these shows, you can find them. Half of these shows is on Teen Nick, and it's probably even the greatest part that I always imagined. To me, I could probably say that I remember doing each of these discontinued videos in each one, but for the record, I gotta say, in my most recent videos, it was fun. Yep, it was really fun doing discontinued videos, and I gotta say, it was even more awesome and more creative. I did happen to like some of these TV shows though, and it was still really amazing, and it was pretty good. It was amazing on that note. Anyway, that's all I got, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed all the shows I just explained. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again in the next video.